Oh, what the fuck are you guys even talking about?
Global controls will have to be imposed, and a world governing body will be created to enforce them.
Welcome to Tinfoil Hat. We go deep, homeboy. Aaron, open your mind. Drink from the fountain of knowledge. There's lizard people everywhere. That's some interdimensional shit. Wake up, Aaron.
This is only the beginning.
Dude, you just blew my mind.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
Revolution will be podcasted.
What up, everybody? I cut that way too quick. Sorry about that. Joining us live is the man, the myth, the legend, the prophet, Eddie Bravo. How are you, buddy?
Yo. Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see. Can you at least hear us? There you go. It's probably better the other way, but hold it however you want to hold it.
There we
Guys,
go. That looks great.
There we go. That's much better. Yeah, it looks great. Guys, welcome to the first ever, the first of 2025, the TFH Live Emergency Podcast. It's basically a bukkake of Psyop season. All the Psyops going at one time. Before we get into it, real quick, Eddie Bravo, myself, and the beautiful Xavier Guerrero will be live next Tuesday, at the Spokane Comedy Club. That's a Thursday night one show. Grab those tickets now. Let's go, bro. How are you, boys?
Great. I'm doing good. Happy New Year, guys. A little late, but Happy New Year's.
It's not. It's literally third day. You're allowed to say it.
Whatever.
It will. The fun thing is see who can go longest with saying good Happy New Year. It's like sometimes you get into like the January 15th, and you're like, it technically is very much is still a new year, but it's just a little creepy at this point.
What do you guys all think about the new year supposed to be in March? And that
I think
we're supposed to have 13 months, 28 days. What do you think about all that?
I think that's all real. I think it's like we're celebrating the wrong Jesus birthday. We're celebrating the wrong New Year's. We're celebrating all the wrong dates. That's what I think.
Do you think it matters?
I think it does. I think the rhythm matters. That's like saying, do you think the phases of the month matter? Do you think? Yeah, it does. I think.
Yeah, but
does.
think about it, dude. Think about how long
change?
it's been.
Why
Don't
would
you
they
think we've lost a few days between now and how long ago that was? I just don't think we've kept up with time that perfectly between now and 2,000 years ago or whatever. We've lost some days, man.
But think about this. Think about this, though. Think about this. Whatever calendar you use, we got the year right. We got the year right because if we had the year wrong, eventually summer would be in December, little by little. Eventually winter would be in fucking May. Eventually it would but it's the same thing every year. So we got the year right. And we got the like whatever calendar we use, we got it right. We just like reconfigure it, but the years are always right. Winter is always in fucking December. Summer is always in August. So we do have it doesn't change. Like we got that right. There's a year. There's a year whether however you divvy it up and divide it up, it's still a fucking year, and we got that down.
Yeah, but I just don't. What I'm saying is I don't think it matters. Because I mean, think about it. It's if you're saying that it matters because of the temperature outside or where the sun is. I mean, in the southern hemisphere, whatever. The south.
Well,
part
the new year is supposed to be when everything's brand new and fresh, spring.
Right, but it's not spring in half the world. You know what I'm saying, but half the world is not in spring right now. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's always somewhere. It's going to be the opposite season.
That is true. Okay, you got me.
But Johnny. I do believe there is a rhythm to our universe, where we live, all that stuff. And if it didn't matter, they wouldn't F with it. What I'm saying is I don't think, I mean, especially like Jesus's birth, like I'm not bothered about when that is. What matters to me is what I think when I celebrate it, because the far greater psyop to me is how they've turned Christmas into this commercial holiday that's all about getting shit. That to me has done far more damage than some fiddling with the dates could ever do. Maybe. I think there's a reason things happen in certain times, you know? So that's my opinion. Eddie, so let's get into some crazy stuff. I don't know if you've been following the Shawn Ryan news that just dropped today. Big news. By the way, Eddie, if you ever listen to me about anything, is you have to get back on Twitter. You have to, because it's fire.
Yeah.
Twitter is fire. It's not the Twitter you left. It's the Twitter you need.
I need less social. Like Instagram is too much. And
yeah, I mean, Instagram is just
something else to add. Like Instagram is just like, whoa.
Yeah,
and then
I mean that you
something
kind of get
else-
off that. You kind of get off Instagram and you go back to Twitter, and it's like old
Really?
school YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just telling you, bro. It's fire right now.
Docs. I want to watch rock docs. I want to watch podcasts on producers that produce fucking Motley Crue and Rats albums. There's so much crazy shit going on. It's like fucking super overload.
Yeah, it is. And well, then if you're worried about that, then maybe Twitter isn't for it, because it's the good smack, dog. It's the good stuff. And right now, this podcast just dropped with Shawn Ryan, where he interviews this guy. Let me see if I can get the info, but it's like,
has anybody seen the whole thing? Has anybody seen the whole Shawn Ryan one? It's like an hour and like 2 minutes.
I haven't watched the whole thing. I watched the big chunks of it. And so he interviews this former military guy who gets constantly contacted by people about, hey, I got this story. It's going to change everything. And this is huge. And so basically the guy, so you know about the Tesla truck that blew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So supposedly it was a military guy inside there, blew it up. At first it looked like an attack on Trump, tower in Vegas. And then they were talking about this guy's parents came out and said he was a huge Trump guy. So this podcast just dropped by Shawn Ryan, ex-military guy. And it was basically that this dude has seen things they needed to get out.
Sam Shoemate is the guest, by the way. Sam Shoemate.
Sam Shoemate is the guest. And Johnny, have you seen any of it yet?
Yeah.
Can you explain it a little better than I can?
Well, I'll just Shawn Ryan now said he's going to go into hiding after this, and here's what happened on December 31st, and I'm reading from Colin Rugg's tweet right now. Sam Shoemate received an email allegedly from Matthew Livelsberger. I haven't heard his name said by someone else, so that might not be how you say that, Livelsberger or something. That's the guy who would be named as the perpetrator in the Tesla Cybertruck thing at Trump Tower. Here's what the email said: in case I do not make it to my decision point or on to the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release until the 1st of January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification purposes. I don't know if that was verified. I never heard what he was driving before the Tesla. What we have been seeing with the drones is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered by aircraft by most recently China on the East Coast, but throughout history by the United States. Only we and China have this capability. Our open location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years. But this activity recently picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they used the balloon. You remember that a couple years ago. They're part of an integrated comm system, he said. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned AC. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted to. It's checkmate. USG needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, and how China is employing them, and what the way forward is. China is poised to attack anywhere on the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now, likely by Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't but won't because the writing's a little
yeah, he gets ridiculous there, but that's enough. You get it, Johnny. Thank you for your reading
that's
skills.
Important.
Johnny,
no, that's important. Keep reading that, Johnny. How he mentioned he has that.
He thinks they won't let him cross into Mexico. Is basically what he's saying there, because they know I am armed and have a massive VBIED. I assume that's like
that's an explosive card.
That's the explosive device that he had, right? I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during the airstrikes in the Nimruz province in Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, the Department of Defense, the DEA, and the CIA. I conducted targeting for these airstrikes over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of he uses military jargon. I don't know what that is. That killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. They continue strikes after spotting civilians on the initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes. He goes on to define.
Yeah, it's a long stuff. So
and then he says, for vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, which we know now is his name, an active duty 18Z out of 110. My profile is public. And then a few other military things. But yeah, that's him.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one. And you know what? Kudos to the deep state. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like,
he supposedly did a show with Tim Kennedy too. Who's been under fire.
They're trying to cause World War III. Of course,
I agree, dude.
The Chinese. We got to stop the Chinese. They're coming from under the water. Fucking right on time. Perfect. I don't believe that shit for a second.
And even the interview, I like, dude. Whatever you want to say about Shawn Ryan. You know, I'm fine with it. He is ex-military, and the show blew up very quickly. And I'm not, I'm just saying, always be in karate stance. Always be in karate stance.
Okay, this is what we know.
When you're here.
No, this is what we know. They want to start World War III. This sounds pretty good right here. Fucking coming from Atlantic Ocean. We better watch it. Oh my God, it's gonna happen. I'm going to Mexico. I'm not gonna make it to Mexico. I'm not going to make it. Fucking beautiful. They want World War III. Anything that gets us closer to World War III is a psyop.
Yeah. And here's the thing. I think that guy believed that what he wrote in that email. I have a feeling that he probably believes it. He was shown those things. As far as he knows, they're probably real. He's more believable.
Yeah, but he's conveniently dead.
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
gone.
That's it,
conveniently, bodies singed. But here we go, Johnny. The passport's fine. The passport survived. You're right. It's just like
they should make the planes out of passports. It's really what
we've been waiting for this shit, and now it's happening. Oh my God, this guy trying to get to Mexico. We've been waiting for this. This is they're going all out. Their fucking backs are to the wall. They want World War III, and that. Anything to get that China is coming out, China could just fucking blow up the White House, whatever they want. Like, come the fuck on with that shit. I don't believe
it's become nukes. It's become the new nukes because people aren't afraid of nukes anymore.
Exactly.
New nukes.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all bullshit. They don't know where the drones are. Oh, it's like, do you guys remember the fucking timeline of COVID? Remember, this is how they got everyone to believe COVID was real. COVID's fake, but this is how they got everyone to believe it was real. They like Wuhan, they're shutting Wuhan down. And everybody on the underground, people are like, oh my God, they're shutting Wuhan down. But then all the politicians say, don't worry about nothing. They got it under control. Go on with your life. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And then that gets everyone thinking, oh my God, they're hiding it from us. Look at, because we've seen the videos of people just collapsing in Wuhan. It's real, it's real. But then the politicians like, don't worry about nothing. Go on with your life. Everything's going to be okay. So that made everybody believe it was real. So when they finally said, okay, I guess we fucked up. It's real. We have 3 cases in Seattle and 1 case in Miami, and fucking Tom Hanks got it in Australia, and Prince fucking Henry got it in fucking in the UK. That's how they get everybody. This is, I think it's all bullshit.
Dude, I mean, like, dude, I love your scared person sounds like somebody's grandma. That was great. And I'm totally into that. I think you're I've been saying this forever, dude. Again, if you
we've been waiting for this, and now it's happening. Like, oh
and
my
like
God, it's real. We've been fucking waiting for this.
Yeah, I agree with you, dude. And this is my whole thing is like the demographics of the two attacks on January 1st fit both the demographics of people they want you to be okay with labeling as domestic terrorists. Right?
Yep.
We have a Muslim,
Yeah.
Muslim American, bang, there's one. And then this one's even crazier, right? First, it's like a kind of a patriot, but this one's the one they really want you to be okay with. Somebody who basically wants to push back against the government. Hey, this patriot who loves his country more than he loves his government, and he's willing to do crazy stuff. And we got, these terrorists, and that's why they keep pounding on you: terrorist attack, terrorist attack, terrorist attack, terrorist attack. So this does fit into that narrative perfectly. It just fits into it.
They just want World War III, total chaos. They're coming in with the fucking fog and the chemtrails. They're fucking going. They're going fucking. They got 20 days or like 19 days. They're going all out. I don't believe shit.
I mean, them doing a podcast is crazy about the email. I don't think, I mean, if we were in that position, I don't think Sam would be like, all right, let's do a podcast and talk about this email we got.
He claims he's going underground now because of,
Oh, by the way, if you have that kind of information, don't call me. Okay, I'm a dick joke comic who just wants to talk about Bigfoot. Okay?
That's what the guest on
Go to the other guy. Go to the other guys.
That's what the guest on the Ryan show said. He said he wanted nothing to do with it, but yet he keeps going on podcasts. He sends it to the FBI, and it's this whole thing. Sends it to Ryan, and then he has the whole podcast. Like, if you want nothing to do about it, just ignore it. Act like you didn't read the message.
Yeah, it's.
What do you think? What do you think is there anything to? I mean, I know the answer, but what do you think about them both having military backgrounds? What is that? I mean, is that where they're brainwashed? Do you think?
You mean Fort Bragg's? They're all from Fort Bragg's. Everything's from
not Fort Bragg anymore, Sam. It's Fort Liberty now. It's Fort Liberty.
Oh, now it's called Fort Liberty. Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
We can't have anything named after former Confederates anymore. It's
they just think you're stupid. That's what they think. That you are a dumb person. Fort Liberty. Like, they're so stupid.
What, Fort fucking something?
Yeah,
it's always I don't know shit.
Okay.
They're all from like military bases, like MKUltra, fucking mind control motherfuckers. Of course they're from military bases. Of course. Yeah. Of course they are. Of course. They got
every time.
Why do you think he used a Cybertruck though? Why do you think he used a bulletproof? They said that he wasn't really trying to hurt anybody. It was honestly to start to let everybody know about a message. Because why would you use a Cybertruck? It didn't really blow up. I mean, it blew up, but didn't hurt no one.
It could be off the top of my head, cause division between Elon and Trump. I don't know. Or fucking I don't know. That's the off the top of my head. Okay, let's do a fucking Cybertruck, and then like.
What comes to mind for me is that he had this. He said in his email, if that is from him, that he. Sorry, is he still talking? I can't. You're breaking up, Eddie.
What was that?
You kept breaking up. We couldn't tell.
To be honest with you, when I hear this shit, I don't even fucking pay attention. Like, oh, Cybertruck a Cybertruck blows up in front of Trump Tower. To me, it's like, oh, what are they? Oh my God, what is their new fucking like their new?
Yeah. It's just too perfect.
I know for me is that okay? He said that if you believe that email is from him, he viewed that as kind of leverage, almost like they know I have an IED. Maybe that protects me somehow. I think maybe they make him think that that's protecting, and then that's just how they ace him out so that he doesn't give his background, so they can reveal how he's been MKUltra. You know, his mind is gone.
Do you think this boosts sales of that Cybertruck or kills the sales? What do you think?
They're trying to spin it.
Stock was down. Tesla stock was down. Big.
They're trying to spin it.
I'm driving around. I saw a couple Cybertrucks. I'm like, maybe that's gonna be the new shit. Imagine in 10 years when Mexicans rebuild the fucking Cybertruck and they put like more engines in that motherfucker. Imagine when Mexicans fucking rebuild that shit. XG, you know what I'm talking about. They're gonna put 16 Mexicans in there and go cut grass.
Although I will say Tesla stock has already rebounded from the drops.
Of course it is. Buy it on the low, jump back in. It's just absolutely ridiculous, dude. And some people, I'm trying to find a comment here, but somebody had commented about Whitney Webb was talking about how this kind of cleans up some stuff for Elon Musk. It might be a great way to kind of win people sympathy back to him after the whole Indian visa thing kind of blew up in his face.
They fucked up. Indian visa shit, they fucked up. You know what it was? I think it was an honest fuck up because billionaires, they don't even think about it. They're just like, yeah, of course we're gonna fucking get foreign workers to work for $9 an hour. That's like normal ass shit. They don't even think about it. But they didn't know.
Guys, I don't know what this is. I've been off the grid. Can you say what this is? The Indian visa shit?
HB1. I think it's H1B or something like that. Visas.
Dude, Vivek. And
what about them though? I don't understand.
They fucked up. They were just doing their normal billionaire shit. Yeah, we're gonna fucking sign these visas. You know, we want highly qualified workers. But they forgot the fact that people can check on the fact that you're not paying them shit. So basically, you're doing that shit that construction company owners do with Home Depot workers. They're doing the same shit. They're doing the same shit. Can you imagine like a dude who owns a construction company trying to like advocate for open borders? You know what I mean? That's what they're doing. They fucked up. Vivek fucked up. And Elon. But you know what? They're backtracking. Elon backtracked. He said, yeah, we need to fucking reform this visa shit, and we need to pay them more. We need to pay them more. That's the latest shit. So at least he's doing that. At least Elon's backtracking on that. You know what I mean?
I hope so. And it's just another sign of when capitalism is in its like it's dying, is because you've expanded so far, you have to now try to cut costs to raise profits. And that's just what's going on. And then it's just detrimental to the community because you have a bunch of people from outside cultures coming in, and because they're not making so much money, they have to basically clump together. And now you start to have these like little communities here that live by their own culture in our culture. They don't combine, they don't assimilate. That's it. You got to assimilate people in, and you can't bring them in and not pay them anything because they just clump up. And now you have hoods and neighborhoods and all these different things that, you know, it's just like, it just really sucks. It's just another workaround on how to screw the American worker. That's really what it is.
And you know what they were saying? They were saying like Vivek and Elon was saying like, oh, it's only like 85,000 visas a year, but then dudes are breaking it down like, no, dude, it's hundreds of thousands. So it's just like a billionaire thing that they always do, hire those HB1 visas or whatever the fuck you want to call them, and they bring them in $9 an hour. So they're doing the same shit that construction workers are doing with the Home Depot workers. They're doing the exact same shit, but they weren't thinking. And Vivek, dude, he's not even responding.
Big L's.
He's not even responding. Dude. But at least Elon said, yo, the latest is like, Elon's like, you know what? We need to reform this. We need to pay them more and all that. But yo, you know what you guys are doing. That big tech and the billionaires, they're hiring these motherfuckers from India at like $9 an hour. That's what's going on. And they fucked up. I don't know. Maybe it's a way to expose it. Maybe this is just all part of exposing the problem and fixing it. But Elon is saying he's going to fix it. You know what I mean? But he is the same guy who's fucking jumping up and down because they're landing rockets on Earth. And everybody's jumping up and down. They're jumping up and down like, oh, we landed a rocket on Earth. Like, motherfucker, aren't you supposed to land rockets on the fucking moon? What about Mars? Like, oh, we're landing rockets on Earth. We're landing rockets on. They're so happy. They're spending all this money. Like, you're landing rockets on Earth. We're already here. We're already here. Can you imagine what they tell the astronauts? Like, yo, can you imagine? There's no way they're telling those astronauts, yo, we're gonna fucking launch you up and land you on Earth. They'll be like, fuck you. Why? They're like, no. You're going to Mars, dog. You're going to Mars. And like, oh, for sure. Yeah. You're going to Mars. And then they land on Earth, dude. Can you imagine how fucking pissed off they would be? Like, Earth? We're landing on Earth?
No, but that's the whole thing is like, also, it's like, look, we're landing. Look, this rocket's is taking off. I'm like, dude, we're dealing with anti-gravitational stuff now. We're so beyond these fucking you're like getting excited about rockets, dude. We're literally people saying the government has anti-gravitational technology. It's like, what are you talking about?
And like what is they're like, oh, we're gonna save money on rockets. They don't have to fucking land in the ocean. No, who wants to fucking use the rock? Can you imagine you're an astronaut training your whole fucking life to go to Mars and they're going to give you dude, I want a brand new motherfucking rocket. Don't give me no fucking rebuilt fucking rocket. Now, can you imagine, like, is there
rockets, dude? Rockets.
The rockets are too expensive. We don't know what to do. Hey, how about we do we need used rockets? Like, who they're selling to, like, Guatemala Air Force or some shit. You know? Hey, they put them on the recycler or Craigslist or something. Fucking used rocket, fucking $2 million, or best offer as is, rebuilt fucking rocket boosters. Like, who the fuck wants a used give me a new rocket.
Rockets are like fleshlights. You don't really want a used one, right? You're like,
they're not used, they're refurbished.
You can clean them.
Yeah, dude. So we'll see it's like interesting times, and we're only day 3, guys.
We're saving so much money on rockets.
We're reusing our rockets. It's kind of like when you go buy a bottle of Coke, and they're like, "This is a 100% renewable bottle." We're like, nobody gives a shit. We don't care. We don't care if it's renewable.
I care because they're usually worse. Anything that's like, "Hey, this is made of 100% recycled materials," is always worse. Have you noticed that? Like straws,
you can't tell those
straws, they fall apart.
You can't tell those astronauts they're gonna land on Earth, dude. You gotta tell them, yo, you're gonna go to the moon, dog. Who's gonna get in a fucking rocket that's gonna land on Earth? Wait a minute, you're gonna shoot me up. You're gonna shoot me up 25,000 miles an hour, and then I'm gonna come fucking down and land. Fuck no astronaut would ever be cool with that.
Nobody would sign up for that. Nobody wants that at all. They're like, I'm out, dog. I'm not gonna almost die.
On Earth, and they do space, like they show they show SpaceX, the fucking command center. They're fucking jumping up and down like they won the Super Bowl. They're jumping up and down like because the rocket landed on Earth, dude. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I'm with you, dog. I mean, it's a really great point. Why do we care about shooting a rocket into the sky? Why are we celebrating this dude doing what we've already done?
Oh man,
it seems to me to be very much WNBA-ish at this point. You're like, look at this amazing hot action. You're like, I've seen this 1,000 times. If anyone can do this shit, what are we doing here? I'm not excited at all. Lay up, more layups. All these layups, WNBA action. It's SpaceX exciting. Yeah, I don't get it either. It's weird. And then you got, okay, so what do we have so far? We have 2 attacks. We have a guy driving through
New Orleans,
hitting people on the day of a big football game.
I know nothing about that.
You haven't heard anything about it?
No, I know New Orleans, 15 people died. To me, I'm like, okay, they're trying to start some more shit. And I'm like, okay, here's the new fucking thing. Give me some details.
The details are this Texas Muslim who grew up in Texas, worked at Fort Freedom. What's it called, Johnny? Fort Freedom?
What?
What's it
It's
called?
Fort Liberty. It's Fort Liberty. It was called Fort Bragg. It was named after Braxton Bragg, a Confederate general who was the worst general in the Confederacy. Everybody hated him. All the Confederate generals hated him. The Union generals hated him. He was only in that position because he was friends with Jefferson Davis, the president. So most people are actually okay with this one being renamed, but they renamed it Fort Liberty. Like the head of all the bad shit the Army does is now called Fort Liberty. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's so dumb. It's Operation
Yeah, but
Freedom.
you gotta admit, Johnny, that he might have been the coolest motherfucker out there. They just scared him because he was so cool.
It's entirely possible. Yeah,
he might have been the coolest motherfucker out there. And they go, we gotta smear this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, another interesting fact, he had a lot of tummy troubles, like a lot of stomach problems. He's like shitting himself all the time. A lot of anxiety.
Bro, by the way, you saying tummy troubles is the thing I've ever heard.
You know what happened?
He's got an aching tummy.
I wasn't sure if we were on YouTube for a second. So
we are.
I didn't want to. We are. Okay.
That motherfucker had fucking tummy trouble. Fuck motherfucker. Fuck that piece of shit. Always having stomach troubles.
Nobody.
All the Confederate generals had stomach stuff. It's like one of the craziest things. Everybody had stomach problems in the Civil War. So yeah, it was Fort Liberty he was from. He trained there. Fort Bragg.
Was he part of ISIS?
They all had stomach problems.
Yeah, dude, that's 100%. Dude, I read this like massive history of the Civil War over the summer, and I started writing down all the people who had stomach problems, and it's dozens of them had stomach.
What is it from?
Maybe they had work.
I don't know, dude. The food, I'm assuming, like a lot of it was like stuff that was way past its date. You know, it was all expired.
And squirrels.
Yeah, anything they could find, and they were nervous. A lot of them were just really nervous, like they. You know.
Yeah, I get it. You're in the middle of a civil war. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Imagine the Civil War, no internet, no phones, and how would you know about any battles going on? Fuck. There could have been a battle. You could be living in Arkansas, and there could be a battle with 100,000 motherfuckers dead, like just 20 miles down the road. And how would you fucking know? How would anybody
they had telegrams back then.
Anybody know what the fuck is going on in the Civil War while it was going on?
They had
how would anybody know?
They had wire service back then. They did have
pigeon service.
Yeah, they had telegrams.
Yeah, like how would anybody know anything about what the fuck was going on in the Civil War?
Well, there was a lot of that, dude. There was a lot of like guys were saying like, "Hey guys, the war's over, surrender now," and they were like, "We don't believe you. We haven't heard anything about that." And they had
how much misinformation you think got sent to tell it?
Or it happened all the time. People surrendered on bad information, and then they were just lied to.
The misinformation sent with pigeons. You just wrote the little note to the pigeons like, "Yo, we just won this motherfucking battle." Boom. Like, the misinformation, like pigeons were probably killed for misinformation. They probably fucking burned them alive.
And ate them and got really bad tummies. Really bad.
How would anybody know what was going on during the Civil fucking War? You would find out about a battle that happened 5 miles away 10 years later.
All the stuff.
No shit. You know how big this country is? You know how big this motherfucking country is? No internet, no phones, and there's all these battles going on. How is anybody supposed to know anything?
Dude, you're asking the questions I need answers to.
Well, no, I mean, they had The Wire. That's it. That's the only. I mean,
they had the TV show The Wire. They loved it. That's all they like to watch.
Hey, Bravo.
Did the Civil War even happen? Like, did it really even happen, or was it?
No, I believe it did. I had my great grandfather who's buried out here. It said, he was there. So.
Yeah. Okay,
but it's like that Japanese dude who just like kept fighting World War II for like 40 years. And just kept fighting. Like if you were nowhere near a pigeon or any kind of telegraph, and you're just like, we must fight. You just
they don't talk about it. Like there was stuff years after the war. Like there was one, I think it was like 6 years after the war ended in Louisiana, where they didn't agree on who won the election. It was like a guy supported by ex-Confederates, and then this other guy who probably didn't win that was supported by the federal government. And the Confederates, all these ex-Confederates just took over the state government for a few days until the military came down. And that was 6-7 years after the war was over. And nobody even talks about it. It's called the Battle of Liberty Place in New Orleans. and they took over the whole state government 6 years after the war ended, for a few days.
Shit.
Yeah, people
It
died.
was a good run.
Yeah.
It was a
Hey,
good
Bravo.
run.
Hey, Bravo, I got a question. Did you entertain the final experiment at all? Have you even looked at it, clicked on any of the videos from the final experiment in Antarctica?
No, I did, but you know, it's 100,000 times easier to fake the 24-hour sun than it is the moon missions. I don't believe any. I don't know what to believe, but I don't believe anything.
Wait, so are you saying that suggests one of two things you're saying, and I just want to get some clarity. You either are saying that like Austin Whitsitt, who we had in the studio, I thought he was a square guy to me. He's either lying about what he saw or it was faked for him. Which of those are you saying it was more likely?
I don't know. I don't know what to believe. All I know is they're faking the International Space Station daily. They're putting billions of fucking dollars into. They're faking the International Space Station shit. They faked the moon missions. Do I think that this was fake? I don't believe shit.
Let me ask you something though, Eddie. Let me ask you something. Let's just say it was real. Is there any scenario in which that sun fits into any kind of flat earth map at all? Flat earth model? Is it possible?
You know one thing I know is the earth is measured flat. The fucking ocean, you would be able to measure curvature in the ocean. There is no curvature in the ocean. There's no curvature in the ocean. At 100 miles in the ocean, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. There's no curvature. You can't measure curvature. The earth is measured flat. All the agencies, NASA, the CIA, when they're trying to calculate the motion of missiles and high altitude aircrafts, everything is measured flat. So I don't know what this fucking thing was in Antarctica. I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is the earth is measured flat. The oceans are flat. There's no curvature in the ocean. So I don't know. So I can't prove that some people think it was totally fake and it's all fake. It could be all fake. I don't know. I have no proof of that. All I know is the earth is measured flat. The ocean is flat. At 100 miles in the ocean, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature, according to their calculations, that the earth is 25,000 miles in circumference. There's a fucking curvature. There's a curvature formula, 8 inches per mile square. At 100 miles, there should be 6,000 feet of curvature. There's not. So I don't know what the 24-hour sun, I don't know what it is. I have no proof it was fake. Some people think it was totally fake in a studio, like fucking Unreal Engine, which could be, that's so easy. It's 100,000 times easier to fake a 24-hour sun in Antarctica than it is to fake the ISS bullshit.
Right, but that's why they invited all those flat earth people, Eddie, is so that people like us wouldn't assume that they faked it. I mean, Austin Whitsitt, I believe that guy. I truly believe that guy. Having looked him in the eye, shaken his hand. What do you think? Do you think that he's lying? Because it sounds like that's what you're suggesting is possible.
I don't know Whitsitt at all. I never seen anything. I don't know.
Can I just say,
you don't know that guy? Whitsitt?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this here. This is what I'm going to say, and it's I don't watch anybody's stuff. When this happened, I go, I would like to hear what Owen Benjamin has to say on it. So I went to Owen Benjamin's page to watch that, and what his response I thought was a good response, and what he said.
He interviewed Austin from the event. He live interviewed.
So what I think he said is, I don't know. This probably ends a model of flat Earth. And Austin answered the phone from there, but the round Earth model has been debunked. It just has been. I mean, people get mad at me for saying that, but like you can go off on what the 24-hour sun means to the flat Earth situation, but these long range scopes have destroyed the notion that there's curvature. It's just done it. So I don't know what the answer is. That's my opinion.
One thing I know is there's that experiment, whether it was real, whether it was fake, I have no proof of anything. I don't know shit. The one thing I know 1,000,000% is we are not on a spinning ball shooting through fucking space. There's no way. We're fucking still. We're fucking still. We're not moving. We're not on a spinning ball shooting through space. I don't know what that 24-hour sun thing in Antarctica proves. Maybe it was fake. Maybe it was real. I don't know. Maybe Andrew Whitset is legit. Maybe he's not. I don't know. I don't know shit. But there's no way you're going to convince me that we're on a fucking spinning ball shooting through space. There's no way you're going to convince me of that shit.
That's my opinion as well. I just don't believe we are in a spinning ball. There's just nothing tells me that there is. And
we're fucking still as fuck. They're trying to tell us that we're spinning in 4 different directions at speeds you can't see. We're spinning on our own axis 1,000 miles an hour. We're spinning around the sun at 60,000 miles an hour. We're spinning around the center of the galaxy at 600,000 miles an hour, and the galaxy is spinning 1,000,000 miles an hour through the universe. No fucking way. There's no fucking way anybody's going to convince me we're on a ball spinning through space at 4 different directions at blinding speeds that you can't fucking see. Yet we're not moving. There's nothing moving. We're still. So I don't give a fuck what that experiment proves. I don't know if it was real or it was fake, but they're faking a lot of shit out there, dog. They fake a lot of shit out there. The ISS, they fake that every day. They fake the moon missions. All of them. They faking all that shit. And I don't know if this is fake or not. I don't know. Maybe there's 2 suns. Maybe
it
there's.
It does matter if it's real. It does matter if it's real. You're acting like it doesn't matter, but it does matter. It changes the model. We need, and it's important. Would you agree it's important that we know the nature of our reality? I think it is.
Of course, that's important. But there's no way you're going to convince me that we're on a ball spinning 4 different directions and blinding. You can't convince me of that.
I agree with that.
Right, but if there is a place on the earth where you can watch the sun spin in the sky for 24 hours, then that changes what we know. I mean, that app, David White's app doesn't account for that.
It changes a particular model.
There's a lot of fakery going on.
I agree, Sam.
Over the place. I'm not going to believe, there's so much fakery all over the fucking place. Our news is 100% fake. Our news is 100% fake. So, to think that this, there's no way this is fake, I don't know. Even if there's 5% chance, I don't know.
I met the guy. Let me clarify that. I've talked on the phone, I think, a couple times. I'm 99% sure it was a conversation, not just text and email, but that Jannerism guy.
Jannerism, yeah.
Jannerism. Now, I was asked to do stand-up on a Zoom meeting for this flat earth group. It was great. I talked to that guy. He was a nice guy. I'm just going to say that. He was a nice guy. Here's what I'm going to say. There is weird things with that. One is he is a part of both of these very high, what's the word I'm looking for? When something is seen by a lot of people, high
profile,
okay, events involving flat earthers kind of being shown that their calculations don't work. So he's part of both of the big ones he's involved with. And the other thing that I found very interesting, and again, the times have interacted with this guy, he's a nice dude, is that dude, Jannerism, paid back 40 grand to the guy that took him up there to do it. That to me is interesting to me, because I don't know why you would pay somebody that money back if your brand just got crushed, right?
I don't believe shit. They fake the ISS all the time. They fake the moon missions. I don't know what's going on. You're just not going to convince me we're on a ball spinning through fucking space at ridiculous speeds. I don't give a fuck how many suns you see in the sky.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody's trying to Austin now is not saying that the world is round either. He's just saying we have to account for this in our model because I saw it. Now, we were told by a lot of people that you couldn't even go to Antarctica to do this kind of thing, and it sounds like there are private tours set up all the time, and they'll let you go do pretty much what you want down there.
And no. If it was a psyop, yeah, it would be super easy. If it was a psyop, right? If it was funded by who knows, like who knows who it was funded by? And they say, "Oh no, we funded it independently." How do you know who the fuck funded it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Of course. Like, how do you know? Like, you don't know who funded it.
I don't know why you pay back the money. Why?
No, that's weird. Yeah.
Pay back 40 grand. You don't have to.
Maybe he's killing it, dude. I mean, I don't know his financial situation. Maybe he's just because it was a pastor. This guy's a pastor who organized all this. So I don't know where his money comes. I mean, why is a pastor got?
Well, didn't Candace Owens have something to do with this?
Well, no, she came on later. Well, she sent a producer down there to shoot the whole thing. So we're gonna have amazing video eventually. I assume like some mini documentary or something that she produced.
You know what? The Earth is measured flat. It's always measured. There's no curvature. How would you measure the Earth flat if it's a fucking ball? Answer me that.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Earth is measured flat. Any way you measure the Earth, it's flat. How do you measure it flat?
How could you measure a flat Earth though? A flat Earth would presumably go on forever, right?
I think he's talking about like how airplanes fly. They fly like on a flat, like it's all flat. Like when they look at the map, it's flat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but the airplane routes don't make any sense on a flat plane. None of the routes make sense. Like especially the ones that once you get down near Antarctica, they don't make any sense.
What you just said is the opposite. Airplanes don't make sense at all on a round Earth.
Well, you're talking about I'm talking about the routes, not how the actual propulsion and how they stay aloft.
All the routes are flat. Everything. The Earth is measured flat. Okay. All angles are flat. Anytime you triangulate a fucking Polaris, everything is flat. There's no curvature in angles. As soon as there's a curvature in an angle, it's not an angle. Everything is flat. Everything is flat. The Earth is measured flat.
Yeah, I get it.
If there's a curvature at an angle, that's not an angle. That's not a right angle. Everything is flat.
You probably could have gone, Eddie. You know that if you wanted to.
No, like I don't want to go.
They would have had you.
Like I know.
I really wish you had gone.
I do not want to go. Don't ask me to go. I don't want to go.
I think we were in Cancun crushing it, buddy. That's where we were. We were in Cancun.
All you would have to do if you were like the Illuminati, if you were the Illuminati, NASA, Illuminati, all you have to do is get the top flat earthers, put a gun to their head, tell them they're going to fucking ruin their life, and give them $100 million. You think that you don't think they would do that? Yeah. $100 million, it's nothing. They get $19 billion a year. NASA gets $19 billion. You don't think they're going to like $100 million? You don't think these guys would agree to that? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But the fact that there's a little doubt, I don't believe shit. Because there's no way you're going to convince me that we're on a fucking ball spinning 600,000 miles an hour. Get the fuck out of here. You're not going to convince me of that shit. They're faking shit all the time. All they do is fake shit. The news, 100% fake. They just history, 100% fake. History's fake. You don't think they're gonna fake this? This would be easy to fake. Oh my God, this is like fucking easy to fake. Oh my God, give me $1 billion. Give me $1 billion. I'll fake this shit easy. $1 billion? Shit. It's easy. Give everybody $100 million. Everybody would shut the fuck up. So easy.
I'm in on all of it. So we did drones, we did explosions, we did flat Earth. Is there anything else? Have we missed anything else in 2020?
Well, did you finish the New Orleans thing? I mean,
yeah. Well, the New Orleans thing is that this guy rents it from the same exact rental company, which is kind of like the Airbnb of cars, where you can rent somebody's car.
Get
Toro.
around. Is that what they used? Or Toro?
Yeah, Toro.
Toro.
Yeah. Turo. Yeah, that's
And
I
then
use that all the time. They banned me, by the way. I've been banned from Turo. If that gives me some credibility,
Johnny, I get it. I would ban you too if I could. So
I don't know why either. They just wouldn't tell me. They just said no.
I wouldn't tell you either. I'd just piss you off and just have you sit quietly and be like, "What the fuck did I do?" I go learn about it. So then they did that. That happened. And now they're releasing his videos, and he's super well spoken. And it's just, again, everything is alchemy. Everything is mental energy manipulation. They,
Did you hear his brother interviewed? Did you hear his brother interviewed?
No, what'd he say?
Well, his brother just said like couldn't see any of it coming. Now his brother's a lot younger, but said that he would, they'd come home and see him, and slowly he got like more conservative in his dress, and he started growing his beard out. But other than that, he was just the same. And then this is the guy. He said he was just the same loving guy I've always known, although they weren't terribly close. And this guy apparently had stuff written down about how he wanted to kill his family. You know what I mean?
That's gotta be a weird, fucking. You're like, dude, he is a loving brother. Outside that, him saying he wanted to kill all of us, he's pretty much a loving brother.
So it had nothing to do with ISIS, or isn't he connected to ISIS somehow?
Dude, ISIS is is the CIA. It's so crazy to me. They keep linking it to ISIS. I'm like, you're just telling us you're behind all this. And just the whole thing with this being Chinese drones again or any of that stuff, it's just, what are we doing now? What are we doing? What are we doing? If you're saying that the only two countries that have this type of technology, and you're trying to convince me it's China, why aren't we using our technology to battle their technology? Why isn't that happening?
I mean, I really think we shoot it down. I really think if that was some China shit and we knew it was China, I think the government would shoot it down. I don't think they'd let it hang out in New Jersey.
Saying we cannot, though. I mean, if you're to believe the email, and I do not, but in the email, he suggests that we can't do anything about it.
But he says we have the same technology. If we would have the same technology,
I think he means though we have the same offensive technology, but there is no defense for this.
Okay.
It's all the timing. It's all the timing. They're trying to prevent the Trump transition with chaos, World War fucking III. We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
So when I see this shit, I'm like, here it comes. When I see the drones, I'm like, here it comes. Here they go. Like, we've been waiting for this. You don't think it's odd, the timing? The transition?
He tweeted about it. Did you see Trump? He said, Trump was right about everything in all caps.
They just, with Cash Patel taking over the FBI, they are freaking the fuck out.
I love that guy. I'll
tell you one thing. Cash Patel is the real deal.
He's love
the
him.
Real deal. He is. I've been following Cash. Like, there's only like 10 dudes that are the real deal. Over the last 8 years that I've been following, there's only like 8 dudes. Devin Nunes, Cash Patel. There's only a few fucking guys. And it's always been Cash Patel. I paid attention to every fucking word that's come out of Cash Patel's mouth. Every fucking word. I'm like, that guy's the real deal. And all of a sudden, he's the fucking FBI director. Ooh.
Can't wait.
Ooh.
Can't wait. Do you think they let him do it? Do you think he actually gets to hold that office?
They're going to try everything to stop it. Drones, UFOs, Iran, China.
Chinese chicks, Chinese spies.
They're going, let's release the fog. They're doing everything, dog.
Release the fog. Release the freaking fog.
They got 16 days.
I mean, it's going to be
crazy.
It's
going to get worse, dog. Next week, there's going to be some new shit. There's going to be a dude in a Tesla fucking coupe blowing up fucking something at fucking Mandalay Bay. They're not stopping, dog.
Can't stop, won't stop.
It's gonna get worse. We've been expecting this. We've been waiting for this. When I see when I saw the fucking Cybertruck explode in front of Trump, I was like, okay, here they go. Here it comes. We've been waiting for this shit. It's like, oh my God, what is the manifesto? I'm like, yo, they're trying to cause World War fucking III. That's what's going on.
Is there any way he's still alive? Have you heard the theory that the guy is alive somehow, that he's too smart of a fucking
whether he's alive or
he's dead,
it don't matter. They just want World War III.
That's all they want.
They want World War III, chaos, civil war. They want a situation where they can stop the transition of power. And the only way is a total World War III situation, martial law, total lockdown. Dude, they're going with fucking bird flu. They're going for the new COVID. They're doing everything. You don't see, it's so obvious. They're going fucking COVID, bird flu, Iran, drones, UFOs, fake alien invasion, burnt Tesla. They're going, dude, they're not going to stop.
It's a bukkake of psyops, bro. It is a bukkake of psyops.
They're going full blown. And it's like, is anybody surprised? We've been waiting for this. Of course they're going to do this shit. Is it going to work? I hope not. I hope it doesn't work.
So Eddie, is it going to get crazier? Is that what you're saying? It's about to get fucking crazy?
Oh, dude, they're going to fucking, dude. They're going to empty out their clips, dog. They're going to empty out all their clips. They ain't going to stop. But hopefully, the fact that it's so late in the game now, and they couldn't stop this earlier in the game, they wish they would have stopped this 6 months ago. To me, it tells me they ain't got that much power, but they're going to still unload those clips. But it's going to be weak, super weak as fuck. That's what I hope. That's what I think is how it's just going to be a bunch of weak shit, and it's going to get stomped. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it fucking worked. Maybe they were saving the best for last. But why would you save the best for last? You should have saved the best for like a year ago, dog.
I'm with you, dude. There's a lot of people who also think there's some spiritual, higher dimensional stuff involved with this, with the Atlantic, the intergalactic council and stuff like that. We will see, guys. So listen, I want to end on this. Then we'll let you go, Eddie. 2024 was a rough year for a lot of people. I had a great year. I'm very blessed. I'm thankful. If you had a rough year, let's make 2025 the best year. But there was a lot of stuff happening in 2024, and some of the worst of it was your favorite band replacing their dead lead singer with female lead singers. I don't know if you saw this. Linkin Park did it, but this is supposedly Soundgarden's new lead singer. I don't know. I can't.
Female lead singer?
No, this is what Twitter is saying. So I don't know if it's true, but let's just watch her first performance. Here we go. This is what they're saying. Here we go.
No.
That was kind of crazy. Hey.
If she goes back on stage, she's the winner. Let's see if she goes back on stage. Yep, she's going back on stage, dude.
Imagine thinking something
that I knew I was
held up.
She said, I knew I was too heavy for you motherfuckers.
If you knew, you wouldn't have jumped. Let's be honest.
She wasn't even that heavy. She was thick. She was
a
thick.
thick girl.
But she wasn't like that heavy.
You have not moshed if you go back to the crowd when you're going to jump. You haven't moshed.
You know, she's a hyphenate. She's a singer and a community organizer.
But is she lead singer? Is that the new lead singer, Johnny?
She looks like that. I mean, it's Shayna Shepherd. It's a heavier black woman. So I assume that's real. Yeah.
What are we? Okay. I wish her
luck. I don't think they're calling themselves
If
Soundgarden anymore. I heard they had a different name. That's what I heard. But yeah, it's the same band. Yeah.
She's way thinner on her.
You think it might be they're just being funny then? Actually, is that?
I don't know, but I mean, I think it could be her, but I think she just gained weight, and I don't know, but who knows? That's not going to be a good look for the band.
I don't see any community notes on any of the posts. So.
Well, we're enjoying it. Some super chats here as we go away. XG, you are so funny. Keep up the hard work. I don't know why they would waste $20 on that. That is the worst $20.
Hey, can you bring that back up? I want to see what XG's burner account is. Can you show me?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, what's up? Happy New Year. Please give Trudeau some crap for all the stuff he's doing in Canada. They keep telling me he's leaving, Trudeau, and then he's still there every time. I
saw Jordan Peterson saying it'll be like this spring, summer that he's likely to be
It
out.
just keeps going. It's just an open wound that will never stop. What is this? What's Eddie's take on the free tour of Shum Dum Jab's home? Oh yeah.
Shum Dum Jabs.
So to add to the psyop of the whole thing, Eddie, is someone decided that they were going to go into basically a crime scene, which is the guy who drove his car through New Orleans, and just bring a reporter and let them shoot his inside of his apartment complex, his apartment. And you're like, that's not legal if you are trying to run a crime scene. And then they did all of this stuff, and she's just got APAC written all over. It's hilarious.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. Sammy Trips, can we get you Eddie Bravo on the Ray Donovan show with Chad Sumac? Yeah, we're booked. We'll see you there tomorrow. Let's see what this says. It's Eddie. It's Graf. Q said expect fireworks, and then the truck blew up. It was fun. Now, what I will say that's very weird about that is the day before or 2 days before, Elon Musk liked to tweet that somebody had taken their Cybertruck and put fire all over it, like it had lava inside of it, and it looked like it was about to explode, and he liked it. It's the weirdest thing. Let me see Cybertruck on fire design. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Fire.
I just want to say that Q post was in December of 2017, so it's not like it.
Johnny, we can like what we like. Please shut up. Seriously.
How long does Q have to be right? Like lock her up. If Hillary Clinton gets locked up, when she's 90, does that count?
Johnny, we all love your attitude here. Okay, thank you.
The Q thing.
He's not a big Q fan.
What's up, homies? Thank you. Johnny, you're fired, by the way. Nope, we already just did that one. Dino Venice. Yes. Give it up for Dino Van Dice. There we go. But Elon and Trump said it's a globe. No, I heard that he didn't say it's a globe. Elon. And Elon, by the way, I know through private conversations, does not believe we landed on the moon.
Really? Wait, say that again?
Hey, I want to give up for Diamond DJ. Dude, looking good, buddy. Looking good.
Are you not allowed to say what the thing you just said about Elon? Is that secret?
Elon said we didn't land on the moon.
Who said that?
Somebody who had a private conversation with him.
Fascinating. I like that.
Yes. He said we did not land on the moon. More flat earth. Thank you. I enjoyed the conversation. I love talking about that. It was action-packed and fun. And that's about it. NDA in his life. That all he needs to do is name them and yes and no. What? Ask Eddie if he had any NDA in his life. What's NDA? Is that a crypto?
Non-disclosure.
No, non-disclosure, yeah. You sign an NDA when you go into like celebrities' house parties or whatever.
Oh, they just had another shooting.
No,
really?
I never NDA.
Yeah,
sign NDAs before.
I don't think I could never see. I can never see Eddie Bravo signing a NDA paper. Like you can't say this.
Nobody gives a fuck what I think. Like I'm crazy. I don't know shit.
Oh yeah, 4 wounded in Northeast DC shooting an hour ago.
Yeah, they're just doing it over and over.
I don't think anything like terrorist related. That doesn't seem.
Let's do some more shit. All I know is they've been spraying chemtrails like a motherfucker all over LA. They've been spraying like a motherfucker.
Hawkeye thinks you made her laugh. She says, "Thank you very much. Thank you, Canadian hot chick. Thank you."
And yes, Trump did say he thought the Earth was round, but I wouldn't put a lot of stock into something he said on Fox and Friends 7 years ago.
Johnny, shut up. How about
no,
that,
I'm siding with you on that. I mean, that was back when he still had to play that game. It'll be interesting to see what he does this term though, when all bets are off. He doesn't have to worry about re-election. So I think we could see it unchanged.
Eddie, would you go to Mar-a-Lago to do a podcast with Rogan?
Oh, is Bill Gates going to Mar-a-Lago? We got to talk about that too.
I don't know. But Eddie, would you do a podcast with Joe in Mar-a-Lago? if he asks you to do it?
No.
You wouldn't go to Mar-a-Lago.
I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about anything.
Respect that, Johnny.
Wait, but okay. So the Mar-a-Lago thing is
Johnny's compromised. That's what basically everybody's talking
What
about.
about that weird? What about that weird tweet that Trump put out on Truth last week, where he was like, "Everybody's coming. Bill Gates is asked to come to Mar-a-Lago. We're gonna have a big party." What was that about? You guys saw that, right? That was
It literally compromises. Like, why would you let Bill Gates in there with the whole COVID bullshit?
It's interesting.
I mean, it sounds like he's Bill Gates.
Everybody's got to kiss the ring, maybe.
Cozying up with Trump, yeah.
Everyone's got to kiss the ring. Dude.
I mean, but if Bill Gates does want to go to Mar-a-Lago, I mean, don't you kind of like at least go talk to him, let him in, see what he's got to say?
I would think so. Yeah.
So we had almost 5,000 people on Twitter watching. We had almost 3,500 on YouTube, and Rockfin crushing it. And thank you, Rumble. You guys are great. This has been a great episode. Any jiu-jitsu tournaments coming up?
Yeah, we got some shit coming up, but nothing that any of y'all's would be interested in.
I would love it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you want to see the Prophet, Eddie Bravo, and myself, and the very funny Xavier Guerrero, we will be in Spokane, which is this Thursday coming up, 7 p.m. One show. Grab your tickets now. Let's go. Support us. Support you. We love you, and we will.
What about February? We got like 3 shows in February, right?
Oh yeah, hold on. Go back to that, and then we'll go down. Here we go.
And then March, we got a couple more shows in March.
Hold on. Let me go back to it. We're in Pottstown. We're in Pottstown. Well, I'm real quick. I'm in Batavia at the end of the month, the 23rd to the 25th. Well, and then we're in Columbus, Ohio on the 6th. We're in Pottstown on the 7th. We're at the Dojo of Comedy on the 8th. I'm in Phoenix. And we got some more dates coming up. We'll do another one of these.
What about March? March. We got March dates coming up too. So get on samtripoli.com for those dates. We'll make sure you guys get them. I want to thank Eddie Bravo for coming on. We got Bill. We got Fort Wayne. We got something like March is like 3 dates.
Yeah, I'll get those up on my website. Sorry about that, guys. I've been running nuts, but that's the show. Love you guys very much. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon. Johnny, Xavier, you got anything to say? You want to push
hit that like button, subscribe, and go get your tickets for Spokane. It will sell out.
I am not controlled opposition, but if anybody wants to make an offer, I am considering all offers.
Johnny is controlled by the Jews. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Bye.